Hi, this is Arun here with Java tutorial session 5. In the previous session we have seen about loops and we have exercised with some of the loops, and in this session we are going to learn about branches, that is if, switch, etc. So here's a question. So when we want to execute some code blocks according to some condition, or doesn't want to execute some code according to some condition, in those kind of areas we need to use a branch. So branch is kind of a condition statement. So according to some conditions we will be executing some code block or we will be skipping some code blocks. So I'll directly start with the example. Here I have my Eclipse opened up. Again I have few projects over here. Let me create a new project. I'm going to create a new project, tutorial -3 branches. Okay, I just go to next and finish. So here I have my project got created, and I'm going to create a new package, com.tut.branches. Just finishing up this and creating a new class. What will be the class name? My branches. And I'm generating the void main using Eclipse. Okay, now my class got created. So my requirement is this: if in case I'm returning a true, like my number is less than 5, then I want to print some statement. If not, I'll be executing the other code blocks. Okay, so how I will be writing such a statement? So there is few condition statements, condition checking statements, like a branch statements. We have one main one is if. So I'm writing an if statement for this particular one. If brace open and close, and if round brackets and brace open and close. In this brackets I'll be writing my condition. So what is my condition is, if some number 2 less than 5. I'm saying if 2 less than 5, if it is returning true, then print this. We know it will be always true. If we are checking 2 less than 5, it will be always returning the boolean value true. So what it will print? System.out.println 2 less than 5 is returning true. Okay, so this is the statement. So let's run this. Let us see the output, what it will do. See, it got printed 2 less than 5 is returning true. So this is how we can write an if. But as a beginner, you might not you might think like I am writing this statement in this place, like in this place also it will be executing, then why I need to have this this kind of a statement. Suppose what I'll do is, I'm going to write like int I equal to 5, and I'm passing that I value over here. suppose I am getting this particular value from keyboard and I am passing this value here, and I'll be printing this over here. So in that case, what it will do, if I am running this application, it will not print because I less than 5 is returning false, because i's value is 5 and 5 less than 5 will always return false. So this code block will not be executing. So there is one another statement called if else. So how if else will be looking like, first we will write this if block, and after that an else block will be typing. So else brace open and close. So this is the syntax of else, if else. You cannot use else alone, because with an if you can use else, because these are joint statements. If else are joint statements. So how it will be writing is, you are writing after your if block, you will be writing the else block, and you are not putting the round brackets. And here let me make this as I, and here I am going to put like control C is false. I wanted to return this as false. Okay, let us print it in cap letter TRUE. Okay, so now what it will print to the console, it will be this is how it is going to execute. The if block will be checking whether the condition is true or false. The condition is returning true, then it will execute this block, and if the condition is false, it will execute the else block. That is the syntax of if else. Okay, let me run this. So now you know my value of I is 5. 5 less than 5 is returning false, so it printed this particular code block. Okay, so let me make this as 3. So then what will happen? It will be printing the statement I less than 5 is true. It printed the block, it executed this particular block, it didn't execute this block. So this is how an branching statement works. You can have you can even have if, and again you can write if here, else if. It will be calling as if else, if else, if else if. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, I wanted to print if the number should be less than 5 and the number should be greater than 2, then only I want to execute. So what I will do is I greater than 2. So then I need to say the number is between. Okay, so I am changing this particular one. The number is between 2 and 5. Okay, so now you will understand more. Here I will be printing like, okay, I am just making it as greater than 5. I greater than 5, then only it will be printing. So the number is greater than 5. I will be printing the number is greater than 5. And here after this if, again I can write one more else. So what I can do here is, else this will be if I is greater than 5, it will execute this block, and else it's again checking if I is greater than 2, then it will be printing this particular block. And if it is greater than 5, then it will be printing this block. If it is greater than 2 and less than 5, then it will be printing this block. And if I is less than 2, then it will be printing this block. Okay, so I'm going to write like system.out.println the number is less than 2. Okay, for your understanding only I am writing. So what I mean to say is, you can have n number of else if statements, that is called an if else ladder. That kind of a ladder you can form, and you can write n number of if else statements. Okay, but that is not recommended in a standard coding style, because it will be giving you some kind of complexity. Okay, so anyway, let us try with i's values. Now I am giving the same value, I is 3, and run this. What I am getting printed is the number is between 2 and 5. So that means it executed this block. It checked the condition of this if block, and the condition was false, and it came here and checked the condition of this if block, and the condition is true, and executed and quitting. Okay, and it is not at all executing this particular line. So let's make this as 6. I is 6, and trying this. What is now you got? It is the greater than 5. So the number is greater than, oh, I missed this. The number is greater than 5. So the number is greater than 5 because we have given as 6. I am running it again, and you see the number is greater than 5. So it executed this block if block, and that time itself it is true. So it didn't check the other if else loops, and it is just exiting. So we'll give a sys out here as well. I am just printing system.out.println after after all the if else block. So it will be always printing the after all the if else block. After this condition checking, it will be printing here. So let's give a number which is less than 2. So let's see, give a control save and run this. So what it will be printing, the number is less than 2. That time this executed this particular block. It didn't reach here, it didn't reach here, and it reached only here. So first it executed if, and it executed if this particular block, these two blocks are failing, so it came over here. So now I am commenting up this, and what I am going to show you is I can do it if in another way, like not if, I can have nested if and nested if else. So I can write an if I less than 5, and here again I can give if I greater than 2, and again bracket open and close. Okay, so here I am going to print system.out.println I less than I, the number is less than 5, and here I can say system.out.println the number is greater than 2. Okay, and here again if I want to have, I can write an else block. So whatever the combination, whatever we want, we can use. So here if I less than 5 and if I less than 2, so then I wanted to print here. So system.out.println the number is less than 2. Okay, so what will happen with the number 1? It will print 2 of our statement. The number is less than 5 and the number is less than 2, right? And after the if block, if else block, it executed. Now I just wanted to print 2, then what will happen? It will print the number is less than 5 and the number is less than 2, and all if else block. So the number is less than 2. Why it printed? Because this particular condition which we have given is failing, because it is the number is less than 2 we have printed over here. That's why it is even 2 greater than 2, it is wrong. That's why it printed over here. Okay, so when we write a logic for a project or something, we need to accordingly arrange our logic. So here is the number less than 2, and so what it will happen if I am giving the number is 5, it won't be printing any of the block. It won't be executing. Sorry, I didn't save this. I'm saving this and running. It won't print, it won't execute any of the if block. So because I equal to I less than 5 will not satisfy, because it I less than 5 is returning a boolean value false, so it will be executing this particular line alone. Okay, so that's all about if statement. So let us let us finish the if syntax. So what is an if block syntax? We have an if and a round brackets. Inside that our condition statement, or what is the expression we need to give, that we are giving over there. So if that is true or false, accordingly the block will be the body of the statement we need to write. And after that we can have an else or else if or whatever it is we can have or cannot have, and accordingly we will finish our if blocks. So that's all about our if and if else. Okay, next we need to learn about another statement called switch. What is okay? I commented out this, and let us see a scenario like we have some 7 days in a week, and we want to print I wanted to enter a number, and according to that number, that particular number day I need to print into the screen. So in that case I can write 7 if statements, like if I equal to 1, then print Sunday. If I equal to 2, then print Tuesday. Like that I can print. But I wanted to show you another statement called switch. So this is what the switch statement syntax. Switch, and inside the bracket, inside the round bracket, we need to give a expression, and that is our number, and here opening braces and closing braces. So here I am going to print that as my expression. So okay, I already have an I over there. Here I have an int I, and this I am passing as a expression. So here inside my switch statement I need to have my code blocks. Each code block, each conditional block, I will be put it in a case and end with a break. So I will tell you what is a case and what is a break. Here I am giving as case 1 and colon. Remember the syntax of switch, it is switch expression and case, which is the case expression. So case 1, then I wanted to print this as system.out.println colon what is Sunday. Okay, and here I am putting a break. So why the break is, if I am not putting the break, it will be continuously executing the if statement after system.out.println whatever we are giving, again it will be printing. So I don't want to print it again. I don't want to execute the switch block anymore. I just want to exit from this. After executing this particular block, I want to exit from the switch block. So that's why the break statement. The case is checking whether the expression is matching with the case 1. So what I can point you is, I'm just cutting this for your understanding, for easiness. I'm pasting it here. Here I equal to 5. I wanted to make it as 1. So what it will do, the switch expression will be switch 1, then it will be case 1 will be executing, and because the I and 1 are equal, the value of I, which is the expression value, and the value of case is equal, so it will print us Sunday on the console. So you can see it is printed Sunday, and after the switch block we got the after all the switch block, that statement also printed over here. So we will be looking into more detail into switch cases now we will expand our switch cases, and I'm going to write another case block with number 2. Okay, here I'm going to write my second case 2 and colon system.out.println. What will be our second day? It will be Monday. So what I'm going to do is Monday and break. So here I can give two numbers, 1 or 2. I'm just giving 2. What it will print is, it will be printing on screen, it is printing Monday, which is, that is because it didn't execute it. First it checked the expression case is equal to 1, so it is not 1, so it again check with case 2. So if it is not 1, it will not be executing this particular block, and it is checking case equal to 2, it is executing this block, and it is case equal to 2 is equal to true, and it is printing as Monday into the block, into the console, and after all the switch block again it printed after executing the switch block. Now I am expanding my program with adding more case statements. Okay, I just wanted to print in this way, like case 3 and okay, sorry, I missed it, case 3 and case 4, case 5, case 6, case 7, yeah, that's it, and here again column. So what I'll do is I'll put my sys out here Monday, and here is my Tuesday. Let me copy this. I'll copy this block, Control C and Control V, and again here I wanted to give Control V, and here again I wanted to give Control V, here I wanted to give Control V. Okay, so now our switch block is ready with all Monday statements. So now here I missed one break, and enter Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if I change my values from 1 to 7, I'll be able to print each of the date. Let us see, I'm just giving 1 and clicking run, and Sunday get printed, and again I'm changing the value, saving it, running again, Monday got printed, and changing the value to 3 and running the Tuesday got printed, 3 and 4th one. If I'm saving this and running this, and I got Wednesday, and the 5th, just rendering this, Thursday I got printed, and 6th, what it will be Friday, I got printed with Friday, and 7 I'm printing from giving 7 and saving and printed with Saturday. And one more problem I wanted to tell you is I just want to remove the break statement of Thursday. So let us see what will happen here. I just give 5, and inside my case block of 5 I don't have a break statement. So what it is going to happen is I just give change the number to 5 and give save and run this. See, it got printed Thursday and Friday, which is wrong because I wanted to print only the Thursday alone. So it didn't break the statement, switch statement from there, so it got executed the next system.out.println over here. So it won't consider the case 6 at all, it will be just executing. So if I remove it again and the next break also I am removing, what it will happen, it will print the Saturday as well. So see here, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, all those got printed. So if I give the break statements back over here, I don't need to worry, it will be printing the correct format. So now if I run the 5 and I'll be getting only Thursday. And the other thing we wanted to learn is I just missed out that there is one thing, if someone is entering a 0 over here, what will print? It will print nothing. It will not execute the switch block at all, it will be quitting. And if I am entering something greater than 7, what will be printing? That time also I don't want to print anything. So in that case, someone is entering some wrong numbers, we need to remind them you are entering something wrong. So for that, default statement is there. If this default statement you are writing at very last, then remember you don't need to have a break statement. But if you are writing the default statement somewhere in the middle or somewhere in the top, then you need to have a break statement. So I am giving like system.out.println, are you from another planet? Because in our planet we don't have any more number or only 7 number of days in our week in our planet. So we are asking them a question, are you from another planet? We don't have a weekday in the number you entered. Okay, so that is what we wanted to print. So let us see, now it is printed, are you from another planet? We don't have weekday in the number you entered. So that's what we printed in our console because we entered a number 8. So let us enter 1000. See, still the same question is asking to the user because he is running with some other number. So let's back to number 1. So that time I printed Sunday and after all the switch block. So that is also printed after this block. So this is what about branches. I wanted to show one more thing, like I'll paste this default statement on top. So what will happen? This is possible to write here. I just run this. So the default statement didn't got executed because this is a default statement and because of the case it didn't execute it. But what will happen if I am giving a 100 over here? The default doesn't have any break, so it will obviously print the Sunday as well. So this is a scenario which I was asking you to put a break over here. That's it from this session. We will revise it again. What we have learned, we were learning about branching statements in Java. We have switch, if, else and if else ladder, and alone if alone we can write. We have seen our syntaxes and we have seen our examples, and in next sessions we will be learning more about Java will be entering into Java, like object oriented concepts and objects, and more of those things we will be learning in our next sessions. Keep watching. Thank you. Keep watching my YouTube channel. Thank you all.